in my channel. Let's continue with the second video. That in first video we had created one project, and we had created one application, and also we have like used a include to do a configuration with the application and project. Okay, so now next topic is that today I'm going to talk about the template tags. And what is template tag means it, and also I'm going to talk about static files in Django. Okay, so what is template tag? So template tag is that and it is also known as a template variable. So template tags, that is that means if you have a views.file, so it can easily inject the file with HTML file. Means suppose if you have a text data and you want to display in HTML files, so we use a template tag, or and we use a templates variable in home.html. Okay, so how we can do it in Django. And also static files, I'll like more talk about on this after the template talk. Let's start with template tag first. So template tag first, we need to define the data, or from where we are getting the data. So we need to render the data with the particular HTML file to display the data. So we use actually context. So what is context in Django? So context is that it's kind of a data type that means a dictionary data. It will be a dictionary type of data. We can parse the data with the render function and to display it on HTML files. So basically the type of data will be a dictionary. So I'll take over a dictionary. So first I'll keep a name, as name is a key, and the value is a name, that is Ravi Shankar. Okay, so just take care about that. It should be a dictionary data. Okay, means always like HTML, or if we can say that uh, web application always require that object, okay, to display the data. So now context data is the variable, we can say, in views.py file. How we can render, or how we can pass the data with this HTML file. Okay, so now let's uh, send this data to HTML files to use as a template tag. Okay, so I'll pass this context data here. So always use this way, because if you want to do in the different way, like if you just want to directly pass this dictionary here, you can do that, but it will be a not good practice for you. Okay, so now I have added the as argument to the render function. Okay, so now the context data will go with and will render or parse with this HTML file, which is home HTML. So let's go and how we can display this name on our HTML file. Okay, so this is my home HTML file, and I have rendered the data in for this file. Okay, so template tag is it's take care, and it is a special that it follows a syntax, that is open two curly braces and brackets and two closes. Okay, so inside that we need to use the variable, or the value. Okay, suppose if you have a value, that is you can define here directly, but suppose if you are rendering data for using the context, then you can just give the dictionary, that is your key. Okay, so here dictionary is your, and the name, I want to display the name, so I will use name here. Okay, let's save this. Let's stop server once and restart the server. Okay, now I will go to the browser. Okay, and I'm using it on local host. Free is that my application endpoint, and the next endpoint that I have created, that is test. Okay, so I'll just enter here. Yes, you can see that hello Ravi Shankar. Suppose if I want to change the data, then how will do? Someone will again hit to this function. Request will come, and request after the coming. Suppose if I get the data, that is Ravi Shankar Birazda, I'll save this. Okay, and the server has restarted again. So let's refresh. Yes, you can see Ravi Shankar Birazda. Okay, just take care that you have passed this object context data to your HTML file. Just make sure that the following the variable is correct, or which is present in your context, that is a dictionary. Okay, if you don't, if you write something like this which is not present in that, so you will give, it will give you an error that will not display anything, because in that object you don't have this key, or you the particular data. Okay, so always take care of that. Suppose if you have a multiple data, then how we can do that? You have a name and you have a like a one more dictionary, so you can do in this way. You can take another like I'll take one more key nested dictionary. I'm going to take, that is what the name of the dictionary is, age and place. Okay, so this is going to hold a dictionary. So I'll take age, place. Inside that is my age. Age is 28 comma, and also place is there, so I'll take place. So place is Solapur. Okay, just control S, it will save, and it will restart the server automatically once changes has been detected. Now just refresh this. Okay, now we have not used that age place data. Okay, let's try to display the age. How we can display this? So after the name I want space, so I'll add space. Here I will take age. Inside the age, for that I'll use dot, then age underscore place dot age. You can't access age directly because it is nested. You need to tell that I want age place, and I want again age from age place. So for that I'll use age place dot age. I'll save this and I'll refresh the browser. Okay, you can see this. Let's display the age as well. Okay, I'll take space again, double age underscore place dot place. Okay, I'll check once. Yeah, it is place. Okay, refresh. Whenever you do changes in your HTML file or any file, just always keep pressing Ctrl S, or otherwise you can keep setting as a auto save in your in your editor. So you can see that the data is displaying. So we use the template tags, so and the context, so and we used the template variables to display data. So this has worked with your text data. Okay, so now how about any file? Suppose if you have a document file, that if you have a if you have image, if you have a css, if you have any other js file, so how you will do that? Okay, so in Django static is available. That, so static is what? Static is that it serves your, or it automatically collect your additional files, and it serve your files whenever you want to use those images or the files inside your HTML file. So how we can do that? So first we need to go to the setting. We need to add some settings here, means we need to configure that static. So before doing that, I want to tell you that in any project, what as I said that we follow structures. Like suppose if you want to display the static files, suppose css file, javascript files, images files. So for that we create a like folder. Inside the folder again we add the files, or else we go to the official site and we take or download the of that look folder as locally, and then we start using those. Okay, so here what I'll do, that instead of that I'll show you the power of static in Django. Okay, so first you need to create one static folder into your project. I'll take new, I'll take as a directory static. I'll just enter. Now static is completely empty, nothing is present in this folder because we have created manually and we have not added anything. So let's try to collect those files. As Django says that static files, it will collect the these files from, and you can read the documents about this. Okay, from Django 3.2, how to do a static files. Okay, so first thing, you need to tell that the root of your static. As I said that suppose if you are using the using one file, html file, and you are using the css file for your styles. Okay, so what you do, you will give complete path or the folder path, then your file name. Okay, so in this case what it do, it will be a complete difficult for you. Suppose if you give your project to someone else to run in a different system, then it will be a no, it will be not like a given issue that like a file is not present or not found or some kind of error. So because path is different, the someone is having the different system, the path, but obviously path will be a different, and if you are using in your system, the path will be a different. Okay, so to avoid a confliction, or to do in our dynamic way, we have a static that we just need to load that, and we just need to serve the files here. So how we can do that, we need to take a static root. So my static root is static folder, but I can't write directly static here. We need to join project directory and that static. How we can join, we have a join that from os. So I'll use os dot path dot join. Inside join we have a base dir which gives you a project directory, then we have a static folder. So now we can check what it is printing. Static root, let's check what path it gives you. I'll just save and restarted the server. See, you can see this line inside users Ravishankar Biraza desktop trial, then static. This is your project, which this path from till trial we get this from base dir, and static we have joined. Okay, this folder we have joined. So this static root now is ready. So but this is not the direct this is the just path, but we have not set as a directory to this project. How we can add this as a directory, we need to use the static dir one list. In this list we can use static root. Okay, so I'll just control save, and I'll just print the static dir as well for you. Okay, once you saved, it will automatically restart. Now you can see that one directory is now added. Okay, this directory is added, so we can just use this directly because setting is globally available for Django project, and you can access it. Okay, so how we can display the other html file other files inside the html files. Okay, let's do in html that home html I want to display one image. So before displaying that, we need to collect those basic files which are the basic css files, basic images, basic js file, like whenever we go to a official site and we download the that is locally, and we also see there, like some files are basically already are there, and we need to keep those in a proper way, or to be available inside the folder. Okay, so for that we need to collect those files inside the statics. So Django has a like one command to collect it easily. So I'll tell you the command. So we will use python manage.py collect static. So it will collect all the images, css and js files inside this static. Okay, so let's enter. Now you can see 11028 static files has been copied in this path, and just check static is there, because this path is used from this setting dot py file, that is static direct from the static directory. Okay, now let's check. Yeah, now all this are available inside the statics. Once when we run the collect statics, it will automatically add these files. Okay, so you can see the css, these are the basic css files need to be present if you are going to create the project, like full stack project. Fonts are basics, images, these are the basic images, js that require basic files are also available. These automatically loaded in this folder with this collect static command. So suppose if I run this command again, you will say that you want to overwrite this existing files. I'll say that yes, but what it is saying, you don't have an extra file to overwrite on it. That's why it says that 0 static files are copied now. So now all the files are present. How to display? Suppose if I want to display the image, that is icon hyphen no dot svg. Okay, so in home html, we need to load the static folder. Means we need to load the static folder. We use this special syntax to load static, and then percentage close it. So now your folder will automatically load in when you run this file. Okay, a folder will load. So I want to display the image. So what I'll do, I'll take image tag. Inside the src we need to define the path. So you don't need to follow the entire path. Okay, from the root to your this static image. Okay, so for that we have a basic that Django provides. Okay, percentage your directory name. So now you need to tell that where from where you are going to display the file. From static I have a admin slash images slash icon hyphen no dot svg. I'll close this. It should be in single quote, because a double quote is there, and inside the single quote this works. Suppose if you use a double quote, it will not work. Okay, either you use a single quote here inside double quote, but you can't do in a different way. Okay, so I'll close this and just say control s. Okay, let's run the server and check the file is displaying not. I'll refresh it. Yes, you can see that this is the image. How you can inspect it easily. Okay, how to inspect? We have a developer tools option. Okay, I want to point to this. See, you can see the src. It is also not taking the whole path. It is saying that it is coming from your static admin image and this image. Automatically it will create the that path, and it will display the image. But suppose if you have any wrong display, like define then it will, suppose if I will say that NOI and I'll refresh this page, you it will not display the image because the following image name, which is that NOI icon NOI, is not present in this. So you just always take care of that, if you want to display the file, then it should be present in the particular directory. If you are displaying the image, then it should be present in image. Okay, so this how this work. When you run, or you when you run this views home function from views, it will render the it will render the data for the template tag, and you access it as a template variable in template. For static, when you hit this, when this HTML works, that time automatically it get load from static will get load, and then from after the loading you can just write the static in this way, and just you can you can add the path of that particular file, and you can display the files. So I'll refresh. Yeah, you have seen. So static files are generally that are advantage in Django. We can use to store additional files such as CSS images, or to maintaining the multiple folders inside one project. It is very difficult. We can just follow the statics, that will make you a very easy way to keep the all the files and for everything in one folder. Okay, so that's it about this video and this concept. So if you have any doubt, you can just comment down and I'll revert shortly. Okay, and do watching, keep watching, and thank you.